to accept a live on YouTube. Please accept them. And let's start. Hello, YouTube. You are here with Elianda, Jean, Kat, Natalia, and Milena. Guys, today we are talking about personal qualities. Yeah. So for start, we will start with a presentation. And Elianda, please introduce yourself first, please.
Okay. I'm Eliana. Despite I was born in Manaus, I'm living in Brasilia now. Have 6 months for work, and I have been married. I have a dog, but he don't live with me now because I changed city and I I can't bring it yet. And that's it. I'm study English until last week because my job asked me it, and I need to make approve exam.
Yeah, I know that question can be hard for you, but let me know about your personal quality. Just one about you. What do you say? One personal quality about you.
Patience.
Good one. It's a good one. So thank you, Eliane. Let me know about you, Jean. Please introduce yourself, and if you recognize, tell us about your personal quality.
All right. Good morning, guys. My name is Jean. I live in Ribeirão Preto. It's a countryside of São Paulo. I live here with my wife and our little dog. I am 34 years old. I am a designer. And in my free time, I enjoy to drink coffee. It's my first, it's not number one drink. Sometimes I drink beer too. And about my personal qualities, I think one it's I am a fair person, I guess. At least I try to be. I think this is uh it's yeah, I will go with fair.
Yes, good one. The first step is recognize we have some qualities. Yeah. So thank you for sharing with us. And Elena, and about you, please introduce yourself and tell us your personal quality.
Good
One
morning,
then.
guys. My voice is horrible because I'm sick, but I will try. I'm Milena. I am 22 years old from Minas Gerais, and I'm a computer engineer. I don't have dogs or any animals, but I have a sister. It was strange to compare the both, but it's okay. And I think my personal quality is persistence. There is this. So if I fail, I try again and again. I think that
Perfect. It's a good one. So thank you, Elena. And I hope your sister don't watching that video yet.
But
So
they will go to YouTube, remember?
yeah, I will share the link for her. Okay. So let's continue. If you catch, please introduce yourself and tell us about one personal quality.
Hi guys, I'm Catherine. I'm 29 years old. I live in Rio. And it's my personal quality. I think it could be patient, like Eliander. And I'm a very calm person. And I have a lot of empathy with others. So yeah, it is a good and bad things, actually. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Kat. It's a good one. Empathy. Yeah. So yeah, let's move on with you, Natalia. Please introduce yourself.
Yes. Hi, good morning. My name is Natalia. I am 35 years old. I am living in Porto now, but I was born in São Paulo. I'm living here with my husband. I don't have children. I don't have pets. I like it to listen music and watch series. My quality maybe is patience too. I am very calm person and empathy too.
Perfect. It's a good one. Because empathy involve another person's, like involve your relationships. It's a good one.
Yeah.
So good guys. So about me, I'm Belle. I'm 29. I live in Salvador, Bahia. I have 2 dogs and I have a sister too. So let me see. I work like a traffic controller and I'm here in Talk and Talk since 2022. Yeah. And about me, one personal quality, I'm a determined person. Yeah, I think it's the most one for me at the moment. But I try to be a patient person. And when I start to study English or to do things for a long term, I start recognize it's so important to be patient and enjoy the journey. Yeah. So yeah, just remember, I'm not a teacher. It's not a class. We are here to practice together. Yeah. So, yeah, let's start with the question number 1 for you, Milena. What personal qualities do you believe contribute most to the success and happiness? What do you say? And the other question is, do you think it's important recognize some personal qualities?
Sorry. Yes, of course. And I think the mainly to be like, successful, the patience is really important to be happy because be correct isn't better to be happy. It's better be patient and say, oh, okay, maybe that's it. And persistence, I think, is good too because it's normal be wrong sometimes. And determinate, I think, is this because you need to know exactly what you want to you get it.
Okay, yeah. So, and you, Jean, what do you say about that?
Well, my personal qualities. It's for me. I don't pay so much attention about this. I know I need to pay more attention, but it's hard to describe even in Portuguese. But I will try. I will go with success with consistency and happiness. It's not a quality, but the worse your memory are, more happiness you pretend to be because uh, you don't put or just still remember things or try just pass through them and just go on. Yeah, it's a kind of joke that the most happiness animal in the world is the golden fish because they have a little short memory. That's it.
Okay, so thank you for sharing. And about you, Natalia, what do you say the personal qualities that you believe contribute to success or happiness?
Uh, for me, for the success, maybe respect, leadership, and determination for the success. And for happiness too, you need the respect for you and for other people, for you have happiness, empathy, resilience, these personal qualities.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a good one. Respected the others. It's a good one to be happy. Yeah, today. So anyway, Leander, what do you say?
I agree with Natalia. Patience save marriage and jobs because when you have patience to breathe deeply, briefly, and only go ahead, uh, even the decision don't make sense for you, uh, it's better. It's better because you avoid the other problems and you preserve your relationship, and it's okay. That's it.
Perfect.
And you?
And yeah, about me. So I think to be happy, I think my personal quality that contribute for that is to be a simple person. Yeah, or try simplify my life. But yeah, it's a training. Yeah, I try to be like that, and I think it's easy when you see the life in the more simple way. Simple way. And let me see about it to get the success in our life. Yeah, I think there are a lot of personal qualities, but and I think we can train in that, like skills, yeah, or competence at my work, for example, and to 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 be a respected person, like Natalia said, an empathy person. Yeah, I think there are a lot of qualities that we can um, improve in our life. So, and about you, Kat, did you answer that question?
No, I'm like you, Belle. I think
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's important to have humility, you know, to considerate that you have to a lot of things to learn. You have to listen others. And about the other question, to be, let me see the question. Mm, to be happy. Um, oh, I think don't give up, you know, because you have a lot of challenge in the work, um, in the life, and don't give up is important because nowadays we live in a hurry and it's very easy to give up because we see on the Instagram people that have success, and when you compare yourself with others, we just give up because it seems to me like the things is easy for the others, you know, it's not for me, but there is a lot of hard work behind the success. So
perfect. Good one, good one. Thank you, Kat. Let me see the other question, guys, but I always think about the question. Let me see. Yeah, we are talk about, yeah, let's move on for the question number two. I was read other question, but let's move on with you. With you, Jean, please. How do you assess your own emotional intelligence and its impact on your relationship or decision making? Like in your work, um, what do you say about your emotional intelligence? Do you think it's important? Do you have some, do you work like under pressure with others? Do you have some conflicts? What do you realize in yourself that can contribute for that kind of conflict?
Mm, well, maybe we need to split in two because it's some different parts of our lives. I don't know, starting with some work related things, maybe have some empathy, a lot of patience. You need to be consistent and I don't know if it's correct, but I say perseverant person. and at the same time you need to be fast because that's the work when you work for someone. In a relationship, maybe some empathy too. I don't know. You need to it's empathy because you need to try to understand or put the other people's shoes to feel like them feel. It's complicated. I don't know. Maybe I will go with empathy. I know I'm just shallow now. Oh my God! Just leave the music. Sorry. Uh, but I don't know. I don't know so much about the topic. I'm just improvising here. But I will go with empathy.
Yeah, I know that topic can be hard, but I put that topic because I think I
Yeah.
need to recognize some points that in my life. It's like when we recognize our qualities, we can recognize too our lack of feelings or skills that I need to improve.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
but
it's the most difficult thing. We learn about other people's feelings. We learn about to speak in English. We learn how to be, I don't know, a developer, writing on codes. We learn about everything. But the most difficult one is learn about ourselves. It's to see inside ourselves. It's not easy. It's the
yeah,
most difficult one thing you learn in life. You need to learn very fast as soon as if possible.
yeah, of course. So, and about you, Milena, what do you say? What do you say about the emotional intelligence? What do you think it's important? Do you think that contributes for your relationship or your work?
Oh, it's a lot of important, and I think I'm better in my work life than my personal life. And God created the psychologist to solve this. So when I started university, I had a lot of problem with the comparate. So I think I need to be perfect, and the life showed that maybe that's not possible. So I need to understand that maybe I will commit errors, and I need to accept this and understand what was my problems. And my mainly problem is that normally stay angry, and when I am angry, I say things that not so sweet. So I understand that I need to just shut up sometimes.
Perfect. It's a good one. I totally feel you because I feel that in the past. Like I push myself all the time. I study a lot or I'm determined to do something, but sometimes I get frustration. It's not normal, but I need to know it's possible to happen. And the important, it's like Kat said, we need to continue. Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
go ahead, and yeah, it's a good one. So thank you, Milena. And you, Kat, what do you say about that?
To assess my emotional intelligence. Sorry, because I'm on the tablet, so it's a little difficult to see the questions and you guys on the same time, you know.
No, no problem. By the way, I don't follow all the questions because I want to be free in the conversation. But yeah, it's about emotional intelligence. What do you say? What do you think it's important? Do you think that can be improve your relationship?
Yeah, to assess my emotional intelligence is I think each person have to discover how to assess the emotional intelligence because it's different for each one. For me, I like to do that when I read a book, like a novel book, because when I read a book, I put myself in the character's shoes. I don't know that is correct, but yeah. So I can read the history and see other aspects that me, Catherine, um, don't see if I do the things by myself, because the character has a completely different view, a completely different point of view. So this is good to assess my emotional intelligence, and I really like to go to a park, so something like that is a lot of green part, because I feel very well when I go to the beach or something like that. I don't know you, but I feel calm. So it's good to assess my emotional intelligence too. And about the second part for the question, let me see. Assess emotional intelligence and how does impact my relationships and decision making? I think when you are good, you have the capacity to do good choice and to deal with people in a proper way, because I don't know you, but sometimes I'm very stressed because I don't know, I have a lot of tests on the college and a lot of pressure at your work. So uh, when I'm this time, I see that I'm not so good to deal with people because I'm very stressful. So it's very important separate a time to take care of my emotional intelligence, and in this way I think is better to deal with people. So that's
Perfect.
it.
Perfect. Thank you, Kat. It's really, really important to recognize that kind of moment, like why make me happy or why I'm stressful, and yeah, understand yourself about that. It's yeah, each moment. Yeah. So
Yeah, I
really, really.
remember some weeks ago I'm very stressful, and I know that I'm stressful because I was in ATM. you know and I talked to my friend like, sorry, I'm ATM. So ATM, TPM, so sorry, I know I'm TPM, so I'm very stressful. But yeah, that's it, guys. So when you recognize, I think is better for the others deal with you too, to respect your moment.
Perfect. It's a good one. Thank you, Kat. Hey, and let me about you, Natalia. What do you say about emotional intelligence? Do you think it's
Is
important?
Yeah, it's very important. Do you have emotional intelligence? My emotion intelligence change conform the situation. Sometimes very good. I am very calm and patient person, but sometimes this no is good because I'm accumulating feelings and I'm I don't know, extravasar. I can't I don't know, in English, extravasar these feelings and it's very hard, you know. Então, so depends the situation.
Yeah. So, and the life it's dynamic. Yeah. We have a different situations all the time. We have a
Yeah.
different steps in our life. So it's hard. Sorry, it's my dog.
No problem.
So, and about you, Eliande, what do you say about emotional intelligence?
Impact so much in my life because uh, our relationship is based in your personality and your actions. And if you have bad actions and bad uh, response with the world, you can staying in barely relationship. And I think when we get more experience, our emotional intelligence improve, and you turn in a best person.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, totally agree with you. So let's move on for the question number 3, but it's not just that question. The question is when you will need to do a specific choice in your life or make a decision, what kind of valors do you choose to use that decision in your life? Like an important decision in your life. What kind of valors do you use to do that? Do you have any example about that? And Natalia, for example, do you have any example when you needed to do a choice in your life or make a decision?
When I need to have when I need to when I need to have a decision, my first thing is about respect for me and the other people is the first thing. Yeah. In some situations, in difficult situations, I'm stopped and think about the situation, you know. And I breathe, I'm calm my heart and my mind and take a decision.
Yeah, okay. So, Anja, what do you say if you have some hard situation in your work or in your life, for example, and you need to choose someone for you? What do you prioritize or what kind of valors do you use to do that decision?
It's a hard question to answer, but let me try. As I say at the beginning, I try to be a fair person. I try to not change the things for my way or for my side, just for my way or my side. I try to balance, to be, I don't know, smooth. Most of the time, thinking about work, we still working together, and I try to not put some discomfort or anything related. And yeah, I try to be fair. It's like how can I say it's like when you are making a business. If it's only good for me, why we are making business together? There's no sense, right? And in work, it's like a relationship. You need to be together. You need to be at the same page, same vibe. And there's no way you can sustain a work relationship if it's only me who gets better than you, for example. And that's it. I try to be fair for both of us.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you, Gia. And you, Milana, do you have any example or situation that you needed to do a hard decision in your life? And how can you use your personal qualities to do that?
Yes, I usually think a lot to take a decision in all parts of my life, but I I, I think, praise God, nobody at my work see this, but there one person, and she really boring, is unnecessary person. And when I see the message in my Slack in the morning, I say, "Oh, my day probably will be horrible." So I need the deep breath. And this is the problem. I'm not be rude. I just say, "Oh, good morning. How are you? Can I help you?" And make my part.
Yeah, you needed to control yourself,
Yeah.
and react it in the good way. It's so hard, sometimes. But it's necessary because you avoid a conflict, or
Yeah.
uncomfortable situations.
Yes,
I
it's
was
better
on a
ignorate.
situation similar to you in the past, and I learned at the hard way to don't respond immediately. I just wait some minutes because I'm angry at the time. I just waited 20, 30 minutes, maybe. Sometimes I just wait for hours because I still angry. And if I respond to these people, it's also in Slack, it's also a tech company based, basically. And I just uh, waiting, waiting 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour. And when I feeling I was not angry anymore, I just go to Slack and respond to people because in the past I was the immediately people. You talk to me, I just respond the truncated. It's not good for the job. It's most of the time it's not good for you, for example.
Yeah, yeah.
I will use this.
Sorry.
I will use this technique.
Yeah, I think it's important. It's for ourselves. It's not about the other two. It's like, oh, I need to be okay. I need to be in peace, in peace. Yeah. And so sometimes it's better just breathe, like you said, and avoid the conflict. And yeah, I think it's the best way. And you, Catherine, what do you say? Do you have any strategy to avoid conflict like that, or?
Oh, I'm very bad dealing with conflict, because it's difficult not involve. So yeah. Usually I just ask for help with another person. Like, help me with this conflict, please. I don't know what to do. Usually works very well. Um, about the question, do you said, I forgot the question.
It's the question is just what if you have some situations or strategy to avoid the conflict, or I think we are talk about that.
Avoid the conflict. I always pretend to see very nice, very kindly with person, because sometimes person that asking for conflict are in a bad day. So they don't need a bad person too. So if you are kind, probably the things will working well. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so I have other questions. It's more free, and the question it's about feedback. Natalia, for you, what do you to do when you receive a feedback that you don't like so much, or it's about yourself and you don't like, or you don't recognize that kind of qualities in your life? What do you say when you have received some, it's not a critical but a hard feedback about you?
Okay, I talk with the people and I try understand that feedback because sometimes I can see myself, and other person can, and it, the more important for me is the conversation with the other people, my boss, my husband. The conversation is the first thing for me. Yeah.
Like if you receive a hard feedback for the others, do you have a conversation with your family or friends? That's it.
Yeah, I talk with this with my husband or with my boss or with my friends is the first thing for me you need to do.
Okay, it's a good one.
Yeah.
And you, Jean, what do you say in that situation when you receive a hard feedback or that kind of feedback that you don't like so much about yourself? What do you say?
So this is a very difficult situation. Maybe I will listen and I will probably talk with you. I use you, for example. I will talk with you later, today or tomorrow, because in these situations, I intend to, I don't know, like freeze. What I really do all this thing, or I am this way because the art of feedback, it's not easy at all. And maybe in this situation, I will just listen because I don't know exactly how to answer, or if you just listen and listen and listen without a chance to respond or to, I don't know, it's not a good thing, at least for me. But in this case, I just trying to listen. Sometimes I put some points over the conversation, but probably I will talk with the people later because at this range of time is when I still thinking about it, and now I get some ideas. Now I can reflect a little bit, and this is I can put more context in my head, and probably I will talk with you later. Now let me prove the contrary. Let me show you some another perspective or points or whatever. Yeah, maybe the
Yeah,
first conversation I will listen, then I will talk to you later.
you, I'm like you because I waste a little time to digest the information like that, but I reflected about that, and yeah, I think, in my opinion, each feedback it's opportunity to improve ourselves in that case, and it's totally normal receive some kind of feedback, but I need to be honest. It's normal, but it's not so easy. Yeah, it's hard because you try to be a good person or you try to do your things in the good way, but it's normal. It's like Milena told about the. It's not a frustration, but don't give up. Yeah, try to do it and to be determined. And
Yeah, but
and
it's because it's and not we are not well prepared to send or to provide a feedback to another person. It's very difficult. It's a huge difference about providing a constructive feedback and thus just pass my I don't know, anxiety, angry, whatever thing from you. It's all your fault. All the time is about this kind of feedback, not the constructive feedback. Oh, you do this, but you can do that, and then what else? This is the hard one.
yeah, depend of the way that person told you about that. Yeah, it's like you said. And you, Milena, how can you react to hard feedback in your life?
In my first feedback in the job, I was like, "Oh, I'm horrible. I will stop with my work. I will live in the forest." But I understand that it's to be better. So now I'm really happy when someone sends a constructive, constructive feedback. Yes, I can say correct. And it's good because my coworkers and my boss when send me, "Oh, you can be better in something," and I'm trying to put this to be the better worker. But I saw horrible feedbacks in the middle of the meetings. Jesus, hey, you are so dumb. When you done this correct, isn't the first time you did it? Jesus. If it was me, probably I cry. So my team is good because this the feedback is humanity feedbacks.
Yeah, I know. I totally feel you. it's hard when we receive that kind of feedback, because probably you take care when you need to give feedback for the others, like a hard feedback. And sometimes the other persons don't have that kind of don't take care about that. Yeah, it's hard. So guys, and you, Kat, what do you say when you receive a hard feedback in your life? How can you react to that, or
Yeah,
what do you?
in the first moment, I feel horrible because I think anyone like to receive a bad feedback. But after that, when I calm down, I I see there is a good opportunity to improve something, because it's very difficult someone point for you that is something that is not good, or you have to change something, in your behavior. So it's a opportunity that I have to change my mind, to see my ex um, in other perspective. So this is very, very rare in Brazil because I think we have a little afraid to give bad feedbacks for others,
Really? You
Mm-hmm.
recognize that in your
Uh-huh.
experience?
Yeah, I think so. Because we are so friendly. So how I could give for you a bad feedback, if I am your friend. So I think we have some difficult to give feedback, to give bad feedback, and to receive the bad feedbacks too. Because sometimes the person that receive these bad feedbacks receives like it's something personal, like you
Yeah,
don't like me, you know. So you have this difficult, and this is very bad because the feedbacks could help me to improve. So yeah.
yeah, I totally feel. It's like I said, it's like an opportunity to improve yourself. Yeah, but yeah, maybe here the guys are not don't have focus on the action or the situation. When I receive some feedback, it's like, oh, maybe I'm not a good person, and sometimes the feedback it's just involve the action or the specific situation. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
about you.
it's good when we receive a good feedback, like you are doing well, keep doing that. But these kind of feedbacks don't help you to improve, And when you do some work, you can see what you are doing in a proper way, So when an extra person do this for you and give you a bad feedback is opportunity. So I think we have to recognize that it is opportunity to get better, get the work better.
Yeah.
So
So, guys, sorry. I put in the chat the link for survey. Please send me feedback. I will work myself about that. So, or send some topic suggestions. Okay. And thank you for the conversation. I know maybe that can be hard to talk about that 7 a.m. But thank you for the conversation and have a nice day. Bye bye.